So standing with your feet hip width apart, inhale, raising both hands up over your head. Just gonna open up your heart a little bit, and then exhale to fold down into a forward fold. Letting your head and your arms relax. And just taking a few breaths here. Then bending at the knees, scooping your tailbone underneath you. We'll curl one vertebrae at a time all the way up to standing. Inhale, raising both hands up over your head. Exhale, hands down by your sides. We're going to take a really wide stance. So feet about as wide as you can get comfortably. Inhale, raising both hands up. And then exhale, folding forward at the waist, keeping your back straight as you come down into a wide angle forward fold. So for here, just let your head and your arms relax, same as usual. And then we'll walk both hands over towards your right leg. Grab onto that right calf and your right shin. Try and kiss your right knee if you can. Kind of like give a little twist so you can look over your right shoulder so you can see the ceiling up there. Then we'll walk both hands all the way over towards your left leg. Same deal, kind of like make contact with that left leg. Give your left knee a kiss so that nothing gets jealous. Then kind of giving a twist so you look over your left shoulder so you can see the world up there. Coming back towards center. You're going to flatten out your back and then come all the way up to standing. Bring both hands to the sky. You can drop one hand down by your side, sliding your hand down your leg, reaching that top arm over your body. 2 breaths here. Floating back up towards center, both hands come to the sky and then switch sides. And just kind of reaching that top arm over so you extend through the shoulder. And then take the gaze under the biceps towards the ceiling. And come back up towards center. Glitter fingers of happiness coming all the way back down towards the earth. So we're going to begin warming up with a walk out to a push-up. And we're going to do 10 of these. So inhale, raising both hands up. Exhale, fold over at the waist. You stretch out your hamstrings. Oh, that's so lovely. Walk yourself out into your push-up. And then walk yourself all the way back up to standing. So going at your own pace because we are still warming up. So that you're kind of opening up those hips, warming up your shoulder girdle, getting things moving and breathing. And then whenever you get to 10, you can stop and rest. Nine, I got one more to go. And 10. Okay, we're going to come to a forward lunge with an alternate toe touch. Same warm up as usual. Big step forwards, reaching for that toe, come up with your hand over your head. We're going to go for 20 of these alternating legs. Great. Once we're done with that set of 20, we're gonna do our next set of push-ups. Push-up, opening up into a side plank. We're gonna go for a set of 20 of these. So these can be done on your knees or on your toes. I prefer toes because it's more awesome, but pretty much you do your push-up, open up out to the side, look up towards the ceiling. Going for 20, start whenever you're ready. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Cool. Once you're all done with those, we're going to come into a set of lateral lunges. Lunges going side to side, going deep enough so you stretch out your inner thigh. So, big step out, feel that stretch on your inner thigh. Oh, that's lovely. And then same thing on the other side. Going for 20 of these. And 20. Great. Next set of warm-up push-ups is push-up with a shoulder tap. We're going to go for a set of 20 of these. Try and do them on your toes. If you need to come down to your knees halfway, so be it. There are worse things in the world, but try to stay on your toes. Start whenever you're ready. Going for a set of 20. So you do your push-up, tap your opposite shoulder, keeping your body level with the floor. 2. 20. Awesome. Once we're done with that, we're going to come into a reverse lunge with a straight leg kick, 15 times on each side. So left hand out in front of you, right foot goes back into lunge, and then come up and kick that hand 15 times. Once you're all done, just switch sides, right hand out, left foot back. Same thing on the other side. 14, 15. Cool. I'm going to do 2 more warm-up exercises. Next set of push-ups are diamond push-ups. So touching your index finger and your thumb together, you're going to do push-up, lowering your heart down to your hands, and then as you come up very quickly. So you're pushing the world away from you very fast. We're going to go for 15 of these. Again, try to stay on your toes. If you need to come down to your knees, it happens, but try to stay on your toes. All right, so start whenever you're ready. 15 diamond push-ups. Going down slow, fast on the way up. Great. And then last warm-up exercise are single leg squats. Gonna go for 15 on each leg. So if your right foot is floating in the air, your right hand reaches down towards your left toes, trying to keep your back straight. So you're bending at the knee and not really at the waist to go down. So 15 on each side. And as you come up, think about squeezing your butt so your hips come forwards at the top. Once you're done with your 15, same thing on the other side. Ooh. 9, 10, 11, here.
Hey, how you doing?
Whoa. 13, 14, 15.
Do you have light in here? Oh, are you doing a class?
Yeah, I'm doing a class.
Oh, shit. Okay, I can let my girlfriend work at it.
Alright, so rest for about 60 seconds, and then we'll start the workout. That was Art, he's the boxing coach. Okay, so we're going to do an upper lower power split. So upper body, lower body exercise, and then something for your fast twitch muscle fibers. So the first one that we're going to do are Spider-Man push-ups. We're going to bring your knee to your elbow at the bottom of the push-up. We're going to go for a set of 20. Let's see how it goes. So the way that it looks is you're in your plank position. You're awesome. As you go down, you bring your knee to your elbow, and then you come up and then switch sides. So go for 20, start whenever you're ready. Whew. Those are good. Alright, nice. And then the lower segment, we're going to do a forward lunge and reverse lunge. So front and back counts as 1. We're going to go for 10 on each side. So forward lunge, reverse lunge is 1. Once you finish that, same thing on the other side. Four. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, and then the power segment is going to be a set of 20 squat jumps. So squat jumps, hands can be behind your head, or they can be over your head. But pretty much elbows are higher than your shoulders. If the jump isn't happening, you can do the squat, come up on your toes each time, but ideally, feet come off the floor. First set of 20. Start whenever you're ready. Whew. Cool. Rest for a minute, and we'll do your next round. Okay, so next set of Spider-Man push-ups. Knee comes to your elbow at the bottom of the push-up. If it gets really hard, that's a good thing. Just push through it and be extra strong and tough. Okay, so we'll go for 20 Spider-Man push-ups. Start whenever you're ready. 1, 2, those suck. Spider-Man. What a jerk. I think Green Lantern push-ups are next. Okay, so forward lunge, reverse lunge. Every 2 is 1. Going for 10. 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then straight into the other side. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10. Great. Last set of the explosive exercise. Jumping squats. Going for a set of 20. Try to do the hop. If the hop isn't happening, on your toes is just fine. Alright, let's do it. 20. 14, 18, 19, 20. Cool. Rest for another minute. And then we'll prepare for our next superset. Okay, so for our upper body segment, we're going to do body weight shoulder press. So that's where you hold the downward dog, keep your fingertips pressing firmly into the floor, keep your back straight, lower the crown of your head down towards the floor, and then push yourself up. Let's go for a set of 20 of these, and hopefully by the end, it'll make your shoulders feel like they're about to fall off your body. If all goes well, that's like the desired feeling. So I'll demonstrate the first. Join in whenever you're ready. Going for 20. So come to your downward dog, bend at the elbows, crown of your head touches the floor. Push yourself back up. Pretty simple, right? Let's do it. Cool. Not so bad. We're going to come into a curtsy to a knee drive up. This is where you step your back foot behind you, crossing the midline, and then come up to balance. Hold for a second so you make sure that you're balanced, and then go back. We're going to go 15 on each side. Start whenever you're ready. Once you finish your 15, just switch sides. Great, and then for our explosive exercise, you can do a set of ice skaters. So standing on one foot, you hop over to the other side, reach for that toe, come up. So it's the same muscle group as the curtsy, only a little bit more power is involved. Gonna go for 20 of these, start whenever you're ready. Cool, once we're done with that, rest for about 30 seconds, and then we'll come back into the shoulder press. Alright, so coming on down, going for a set of 20 of these. Keep your fingertips pressing into the floor. Keep your back straight. If it starts feeling really easy, you're probably cheating. So if it feels really hard, you're probably doing it right. You know if you're cheating because you end up doing this, which doesn't actually do anything. So start whenever you're ready, going for 20, bending at the elbows, Lowering the crown of your head to the floor. Push yourself back up, keeping your back straight. Woo! Those are good. Like those. Arms get all pumped up. Do some of those and then you go to the beach. I know nasty directions, you always give directions like this. Yeah, the beach is over there. Okay, so curtsy to knee drive up. 15 on each side. Oops. Cool, and then switching sides. Cool, and then last one for the explosive set of 20 ice skaters. So hop in, going for a tempo that feels attainable for you. Start whenever you're ready. Great. If you have a mat, now's a good time to lay it out. If you don't have a mat, get one. So before you lay down, I'm just going to let your heart rate drop until you're not panting anymore. And then eventually make our way all the way down onto your back. All right, with your feet on the floor or feet in the air, we're going to do a set of 25 crunches straight up and down. Hands can go across your chest or behind your head. Just try to maintain the space between your chest and your chin. So going for 25, start whenever you're ready. And once you finish your set of 25, you can put your hands underneath your bum, straighten out your legs. We're going to go for a set of 20 leg lifts. So raising your feet up until they're just shy of above your hips, and then lower them down until they get just above the floor. If this stresses out your lower back, you can always bend at the knee to reduce the torque. But try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Once you're done with your 20 leg lifts, you're gonna bend at the knees until you can touch your heels with your fingertips. We're gonna go for a set of 20 hip raises. So pushing off your heels, raising your hips as high to the ceiling as you can, and then lower back down to the ground. You wanna try and squeeze high enough up that you feel a stretch almost in the front part of your hips and your thigh. So you're really squeezing your butt and your hamstring to get up there. All right, going for 20. Cool. Once you're done with those, we'll come up to sitting on your bum with either your feet flexed and your heels on the floor or feet floating off the mat. We're going to go for a set of 30 Russian twists. Try to keep your back as straight as you can as you go side to side. Seven, 8, 9, and 30. Once you're done with those, roll over onto your tummy. And we're going to go for a set of 5 Supermans. So it's going to be like a few breaths for each Superman. Feet and arms come up off the floor. Figure we'll hold each one for 3 breaths, just to make it all nice and easy. So you come up to float. 1, 2, 3, and then lower back down. We're going to go for 5 of these total. Go at your own pace and with a range of motion that feels like you're doing good for your back. And then once you're all done with those, we'll come all the way back into child's pose. Just stretch out your lower back that we just kind of strengthened there for a moment. So this is child's pose. Knees are out to either side of the mat. And you're just kind of letting your bum rest down on your heels and your forehead rest on the floor. Yep. And then once you're ready, we'll come onto your forearms. We'll do the last exercise of the day, which will be a forearm plank. So we're going to hold for 60 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. And then drop your hips down towards the ground, but not too far down. You're trying to keep your body as straight as you can. And push out through the heels of your feet and the crown of your head. As you exhale, draw your belly button in towards your spine. So you're keeping that unit really tight. You got 30 seconds to go. Just keeping your shoulders strong. Good, 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Nice work, everybody. We'll finish with a few standing up stretches. you can use a wall for support if you want to, or you can just stand freestyle. We're going to catch onto a foot and then keep your hips level with the floor. Going to stretch out quad and hip flexor. So drawing that knee back behind you, but keeping your chest and shoulders upright. And then that's how you stretch your quad, the part down here, by bringing your heel towards your butt. To stretch out the hip flexor, you kind of pull your knee back behind you, like you're drawing a bow. Hold each side for about 5 breaths total. And we'll switch sides. Same deal, catching onto that foot, come back into the stretch. So a horse walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, why the long face?" Once you're done with that stretch, release to come out of it, and we'll finish with a forward fold, the same way that we started the workout. So feet about hip width apart, inhale, reaching both hands up, and then exhale, folding over at the waist, stretching out your hamstrings. Give a little rock side to side, take about 3 more long, slow, deep breaths. Whenever you're ready to come up, come on up. Glitter fingers of happiness, come down to the ground. Do a little happy dance. Because you're done. Good job.